Ulf has a noble soul, but he just goes hard. And that is what we will be doing in this mission. So you see, we need speed. 20 nice houses, 3 windmills, 6 farms, 2 taverns, 4 bakeries, 2 canning mills. It's a really weird ratio. A lot of this is probably not going to be used. But we just need to go fast. We got 16 people, all adults. We all got into this big boat, got a bunch of crates together, and we just started dropping. Builders, builders, builders. We had to go fast. Chop. Not that. Chop. Make room for farms. Get housing. We can't do modest housing. Okay, yeah, it's being a bit loud. Anyways, yeah, we can't do modest houses. We're not about that lifestyle. Full steam ahead. That's our way. Prioritize at least one house. Then decrease ration food because we have no production at the moment. Work harder. I've never noticed to actually do anything. It might just be placebo, but it might do things. I'm not sure. Anyways, there should be enough stone. And if there isn't, I can go get some up from up there. But I won't for the time being. There's just no need to. And then gatherers up here. Full speed ahead. Alright. Full steam ahead. We've already got a little bit of progress from this nice house. This will give 18 storage worth of people. Then I'll just make it a nice round multiple of 5. Objective is 20, but there's no need to make them all immediately. Yes, we are going fast, but that's not the problem. And yes, there is the smell of testosterone from this house. Don't worry about the implications of that. Alright, now we've got a bit of food production. Houses are being built quickly. Quickly. I'd like to put it here, but it hasn't been chopped out yet. So instead, I'll go there. And I don't need necessarily the most optimal of placements. I just need for them to be placed. Alright, houses are up. Farm, and then I will need some wheat. Yeah, that should be fine. Actually, yeah, I'll redistribute it like that. That way it looks nicer. Alright. Food is going up, so stop rationing. Get the happiness up. Activate work harder. Even if it's just placebo, we have to stick to the theme of going fast. Fast, fast. Then, get a sawmill. I don't need it at the moment, but maybe I will later. No more space in stockpile? That's fine. Bam. Put a stockpile over here. Prioritize. Another stockpile. Let's fit it right there. Not prioritize. Now we wait for the night to finish, which is very much against the spirit of this challenge. Alright, farm has been built. Next up, put a bakery there. Windmill. There. Put a road. No sugar production, so I'm not going to add the cannon mill, but I will add the tavern because it's so big. Then, add another house. Because I can. Food is going down. Happiness is 100. Start rationing. No trees. Dismantle. Sawmill's not built yet. That's fine. I didn't need it anyways. It's just so that I have the room reserved for if I do end up needing it. That's all it's there for. I guess I can add some wheat. Okay, sawmill. Remove person from there. Slot from there just to make that red exclamation point smaller. Get this fixed. Stop. Go, go, go. Speed, speed, speed. Okay, pause micro. Let's go. Alright. We're next to deploy. We'll have to remove that, but it's fine. Get a quarry just to remove the stone and make it not in the way. That's all I want it for. Next, downsize these teams a little bit. Get the workers freed up onto other tasks. Alright, progress is going nicely. Unassigned, the worker can be more useful somewhere else. I have enough wood. Unassigned, same thing here. Then, fit in another house there if I can. Why? Because there's no maintenance and I need them anyways for the future. And so the idea is if there's plenty of available beds, maybe that will encourage my people. Then, deactivate work harder. And rationing. Do I have the food to deactivate rationing? Maybe not. Oh well. We'll be fine. Put in a farm there just because I can. Tavern almost finished. All right. After it is, then I will need one more of those. So I may as well get it queued up. Not like I will end up using it anyways. Where's a good spot for it? Yeah, let's throw it over here. Is it a good use of space? I don't care. I really don't. I'll live. Then, windmill. I can put one over here. How many do I need? 3? Alright, full speed ahead. Queue them all up. Use up the stones, even if the wood isn't in place necessarily. Alright. First person to be produced is in the queue. You can be freed up to work on better things like this. How many bakeries? 4 bakeries. Actually, wait, is that in the way? Yes, it is. Never mind. Alright, more being born. Excellent. But we will have to ration. As far as space to put the bakeries goes, doesn't matter. Space will be cleared up. That's what the woodcutters are for. We just have to go full speed ahead. We are already a third of the way there. It is only day 13. We are making good progress. Sugarcane is being grown, but I don't think I'll actually end up having much use for it. Oh well, that's fine. Put wheat there because I know I'm just going to need it. Queue up eggplant and corn and even more wheat. Alright, nice house has been built. Next up, the windmills and finish up the tavern issue. Keep accelerating. Keep accelerating. Why would I use a hands-off edict? I need to have a ton of beds. Yes, food is a little tight, but that's because I'm not focusing on it in the slightest. The 55-day plan is continuing. It is even exceeding estimates. It is widely ahead of schedule. Yeah, just to give him something to do. Okay. easing off on the amount of builders. In fact, I will demolish this, free up the workers, and get the planks back. Now, is it as perfect as if I had just done this from the beginning? And to cancel it from the beginning? No. But I think I got value out of it that justifies the plank loss from allowing this one to be built. I do think I got value out of it, so I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, all the planks being taken for the tavern, that's fine. Okay, give me a little bit more food. That's slightly more of a priority. Once the harvest comes in, we'll be fine, but I do need to just up the amount of food for a little bit so I can turn rationing on, get the happiness back up. Don't want it to fall under 50. It's maybe a 55-day plan, but we cannot afford a famine. That was not budgeted for. And it's a very tight budget. Okay, sugar is in the works. You might think it's actually going to be helpful, but no, not really. Which is why the candy mill is getting banished over here. It turns out there's not actually that much candy that realistically gets consumed that often. Turns out it's a bit of a luxury, actually, that you have from time to time because it's not good for you to have too much. Who knew? Bakery there, bakery there. There's 2 bakeries. Plus the one over there, so then 1 more bakery. There we go. Everything's been queued up, except for the housing. So, it's been confirmed. There is, in fact, space for everything. Wonderful. Food low. Okay. Happiness max anyways. It's just because it's not all been harvested yet. It's still in the field. Okay, how much wheat is there? 6. Activate the windmill. Once the person grows up, they can begin milling. Almost halfway there, day 20. The 55-day plan is continuing on, actually far ahead of schedule, really. It is far beyond what we ever could have imagined for a 55-day plan. Let's see, this is sugarcane. Plant. Actually, no. I'll make it look pretty. Yes, food is low. There is... Yeah, it is. But, like, check out these windmills. You know? Check them out. Aren't they so cool? Like, check out this progress. Woo, 56%. I imagine once we've finished building up the colony, people from previous settlements will arrive who there wasn't really jobs for. No. And then they'll show up, they'll start working the windmills, maybe another farm or two. Maybe we'll even keep some in the wilderness. Just for emergency foraging or something like that. Okay, yep, more wheat is coming in. Okay, yeah, a bunch of wheat. Okay. Day 23, we're 64% of the way. Almost 2/3. A third of progress roughly every 10 days is amazing. Okay. No food up there, but it's fine. We have some flour. So that's, 7 times 3. Simple math. It's better than eggplants. It's better than corn because corn's actually a 2 value. Because 4 for 1, 3 for 2, so this is 6 hunger, this is 4 hunger, and this is 4 hunger as well. Eggplants and corn are actually, it's actually kind of, it depends on storage factors really, but yeah, if you do want to push population to the maximum, wheat is the way to go. Just corn's a faster start. Eggplants, I mean, it's the same as corn. And then sugar is really bad. It exists for the candy mill, which itself I don't have a lot of value out of. It's just not something I invest in, really. Okay. We have the windmills, we have the taverns, we have the candy. Next up, 3 more farms. Finish up the bakeries. Oh yeah, that. Get rid of that. Get the farm. We'll need a bakery somewhere to replace. If I just chop this down, I'll get room for it. It's not like I'm that desperate for bakeries now while I don't have my farms up. Main problem is just going to be okay. Actually, demolish this. Demolish this. Okay, a lot of the easy progress has been done. Okay, adults is exactly what I needed. The wood is helpful, but mostly it's for space for farms. Okay, quarry demolished. That means more wheat. The corn I'll keep for how fast it is to grow, and it doesn't need processing. But this eggplant stuff over here can definitely get replaced. Almost day 30, almost 80%. We have wood being turned to planks, being turned into nice houses to get that filled up on that progress bar. Okay, forge huts being torn up, replaced with chopping. And again, quarries are just to make room. I don't need the stone. I started out with quite a lot. Yep, we're at 80% on day 30. Okay. Another adult? Good. Labor is required. Deactivate, let the happiness rise again, in case I need to ration. I shouldn't need to. Wheat is in abundance. Just a matter of turning it into bread. Deactivate that, turn it into a mill worker, just in case the flour gets low. I want to preempt that. Follower died of old age. Where? This farm. Okay. Food low, ration. Place a bakery there. One farm, and then good enough. That's 2. And then for the third, it doesn't have to be perfect. If I run close and it turns out I just need one more farm, I'll just stick it right here. Or even down here. Or here. Or down here. But I do want to at least try and not just blindly do things, but do it in a way where you could imagine these people doing it, you know? Sorry, bakery. Always moving you around. But down here works perfectly fine. Okay. On a sign, don't need any more. On a sign, don't need any more. No sense of urgency for these. Pause that. Don't need. Pause that. Don't need. In fact, start tearing that up. No food, it's fine. We have flour. Activate the bakeries. Full power. The wheat is being churned through over here, but we have others over here. Bit further of a walk, but that's fine. That is the... Yeah, it's just not a big deal. Just throw woodcutter onto this bakery to keep us going. Now, progress is slowing a little bit, only 84% day 34, but the 55-day plan is still proceeding. The farms are being built. Food is being supplied based on the wheat. There is some sugar. I guess I can allocate some workers here just to use up the stockpile. But why would I? I don't know. I'll do it for the LARP. I'll do it for the LARP. Prioritize objective of bakery and the farms. I want to see that progress bar ticking. Once the bakery is done and then the farms, just housing. There should be enough wood for that, enough food for that. Just sailing to victory on this big boat. You can see I didn't have to activate Answer Yourself a single time, and still had plenty of food, plenty of beds. It's probably just something that this leader has inherently. Not really something specific to this mission, but maybe in other missions would be helpful. It's just how this guy is. Not every personality trait of a leader is most optimal. Checking in. Okay, flour's a little low. No, don't work at an empty farm. Stop doing that. Okay, candy mill is working. You can see by the entire rainbow that is coming out of it. This cannot be good for your health. Please, get a better filter or whatever. Take care of yourself. I don't want any fatalities from the Charlie Chonka and the Wonka factory. I still don't know why when they did 2 movies they did different names. But then again, it's not like I particularly looked into it, so maybe there is a really good reason. Okay, and deselect that because there's no way that is getting supplied. Oh! Flowers out. Full power. Actually, no, maybe this one's a bit much. Okay, activate work harder. What is that? A block of candy corn? Or is that an eraser? No, it's an entire block of candy corn. Makes sense because just a short walk away, there's actual corn. Take what you know. We have moved on from the sussy eggplants and instead grow corn and wheat like normal people. Prioritize the objective. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'll check after these, but I think it's maybe 1 or 2 more needed. Okay, yeah, I think 100 beds for a place that has 30 people is entirely reasonable. Don't you think so? 76%. Don't you think so, Comrade Ulf? 97% on day 43 of the 55-day plan is proceeding ahead of schedule. I see the Secret Service took my statement of 30 as a command, and not as what it really was. I shall have to be more careful when dealing with the Stasi. Let's give some nice beachfront. Prioritize them. Okay, now we're back up at 31. Get this housing built. I want to see a ratio that would make one of those empty Chinese cities blush at how many empty beds we've got. We haven't even finished all of our housing. So, anyways, let's do a little tour. So we landed over here. These windmills. Got a nice little row. And then we sort of sprawl out. We've got farms on the outlying edges, filling the outlying edges. And then the main place is exactly where we landed, which is how a dropped colony planned out, I think, would look. It's a nice drink to finish things off. Solid effort. 11 days early.